Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1.
This dialogue far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life, one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade itself.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal.
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seemed so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
The coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank? Did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you've closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Sure, you jest. That man and I have never met and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Madonna. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation.
You must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides in?
Forgive me, I am not the inspector, but I am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you.
You look groggy, bitch, ain't you? Yeah, like you don't give a damn about your husband. Is it that you having a shocking affair on your husband?
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di La...
Yo,
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright.
she cheated on her husband, bruh.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I...
Yeah, leave the bitch be, bro. She cheated on her husband, bruh. That bitch cheated on her husband, bruh. Cheating, bruh. She look like that type. Hoes ain't loyal, man. You know them hoes ain't loyal. You know them hoes ain't loyal, bruh. Get out my way, bruh. Shoot you, boy.
I'm doing my part. You should do yours too.
I should do my part, okay? I got you, cuz. Alright, let's see. Let's talk to this sucker again.
The air here is rather refreshing. I'd even recommend that some of my friends visit the place. Back on track to solve the case.
Yeah. Okay. Back on track to solve the cases. Back on track to solving cases. So, bro, my boy, you gonna stop doing that, bro. Period, where I go, bro. Chill. Return back into my normal stuff, bro. I don't think I have to be a cop just to go in there and talk to these people. I don't think I gotta be a cop just to go talk to. 3, 4. Let's talk to you first, lady.
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matista, Fabio's friend.
This body, yes, it's Matista. But it's a mere shell that will die someday, just like Fabio.
Fabio knew the risks. Selling his body to degenerates who hid behind robes and masks, it could not end well.
That's only your distorted understanding of safety. Officers here, they wear robes and masks too. It's a dangerous lifestyle. But it's not as though we were given many other choices.
I'm just here to ask questions and find Fabio's murder.
It will not bring Fabio back.
Okay. She got a tattoo on her titties. Bro, somebody was scratching this poor lady, bro. Okay. there. Girl, you got ashy elbows.
Fabio and yourself were slaves, am I correct? You have a similar branding on your body.
Yes. It was a long time ago.
Couldn't help but also notice fresh cuts upon your forearms.
The cuts helped me to forget my past, to cover the old wounds and hide them.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died. We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here, to Cordona. Fabio and I started a new life here. It was very hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite sometimes.
Girl, you live a dangerous lifestyle. Let the nigga bite on your neck. I don't know. We gonna like it.
I know I can handle the news.
Good day, Mr. Manchios. I am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and check. Some of your colleagues are untrained balls.
Yes.
I'm going to like meeting officers. New blood here.
If you cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the boss again.
Voice. Bernard's friend. You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of demons. I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp tongue, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all busy after all.
I need to examine him first. You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
But still, it shouldn't be an issue with someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details. If I missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
Expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of...
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others of his services.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here with you alone.
I'd like to know who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
No, all true labourers, I see. Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
He's a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party. You better ask someone else. That's not something I know much about. You better ask someone else. You better ask someone else. That's not something I know much about. You better ask someone else. That's not something I know much about.
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchos?
Of course, it was you. I could even say you Sherlocked me in here.
A good guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know if he's not the murderer himself? The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
Not a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police. I've no idea about that. I've no idea about that. That's not something I know much about. I've no idea about that. 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 You better ask someone else.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip or an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege, and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him. I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy that my father...
I know I can handle the news.
A written. Where that one thing go? Yeah, here we go. Ticket. This permission ticket allows inspection of all evidence on case number 62 through 60 and the evidence room.
This is not a ticket. This is not a ticket. Don't you understand what a ticket is? Don't you understand what a ticket is? I'd like to check evidence from this case.
Who are you?
Oswald Sembing. I'm a consulting detective.
Who's partner then?
Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table. All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring. A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner. It's a miracle this ruby hasn't entered anyone. Not the time for privacy. An emergency kit for Baldwin.
Okay.
That's not the bedtime reading. That's not the bedtime reading. This ex libris belongs to Manchios Library. The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar. A key to the altar room. A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings. Furnace personal sketchbook. Thank you, officer.
Okay. Say that.
I don't know what to say.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood and Mandrake. What do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped. I made him fall and cast a spell on him, and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is really so lazy.
You say so?
Okay.
This is the letter the police found in Mr. Vogle's pocket. Fabio wrote it. Do you know anything about it?
I don't. Although I can feel Fabio's energy. It's there, but it refuses to let me analyze it.
Whenever you get back up, you ain't got nothing to drink on, hey, you be up and around.
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune?
I love you.
To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only use white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
From that love chain. She got food. Mama, it's gonna be alright. Love you, Mama.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you perform?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
I've read this letter from Fabio. It had no addressee, but it was found in Mr. Vogel's pocket.
Werner? Strange. I didn't think the two of them corresponded.
I'm sure there is some explanation. Would you care to read it?
Call me superstitious, but I don't care to read a letter from a dead man.
Hey man, that's disrespect.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party. I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
So the police found a letter from Fabio in your pocket.
I cannot tell if it was truly in my pocket at all.
Perhaps it was placed there later. Well, that is one hypothesis. If it were true, then how did it get there?
No clue. But this night has been rather eccentric. Such a detail could have easily eluded me.
Indeed. You recall reading it?
I can't remember that either. But I tend to respect privacy. Reading others' personal notes is not one of my perversities. I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this. I can't follow you here. I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I can't follow you here. I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I have learned who told the police about the crime. Do I know him?
The major domo of the manor. He cleans up after.
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All but invisible. I couldn't tell you the first thing about him.
I try not to get up unless I have to, unless I'm going to the bathroom when I do. Now you stay out that long as you want to, Donna.
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy.
I know I can handle the news.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this. You'd better ask me a question I know how to answer. I've nothing to say about this.
I might need
Nothing to say about this.
look like and see if I can get.
You'd better ask me a question I know how to answer.
Forget it.
You'd better ask me
There's
a
a lot,
question I know
a
how
lot
to
you
answer.
can get with the insurance
You better ask me
and
a question I
Medicaid
know
and
how to answer.
Medicare. But they're not realizing.
Have you considered Mr.
Like
Santos?
that lady said, they're not going to tell you what all you can use when
Have you
they
seen
taking
him?
your money out of your
They
pocket every
could
month.
knock you down.
Use your
What's so special about
benefit.
him?
But you
As
know,
the major domo,
and I don't look at my catalog that much,
including
but I'm my Medicare books.
But he testified only to certain
There's a lot in there that they'll pay
We need to
for.
question him.
Just like my bypass surgery, I wouldn't have to pay $300, and they pay the rest.
They brought him in, Mr. Holmes.
But I always
Here's
say,
your key to interrogation room number 7.
Mr.
Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist. Carmen said.
Thank you.
Well, you know, we just got this one right here. I just know you're going to hear from him, and you ain't going to get no bad news. You know, it takes time because you got so many medical examiners that's going through your file. When one gets through, they pass it to the next examiner. When that examiner gets through, they pass it to
I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I was at the end when I talked to her during that time.
And I've read it.
And
You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room that was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional. But I need to return to it. I doubt the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti. Just be still for a second.
It just seemed like a long time. But the longer the better. Your back pain just building up. That's all it's doing right now. Yep. Your back pain just building up. So don't even worry about it because when they give it to you, it's going to be worth the wait. You're going to say, oh, God, it was worth the wait.
And even my mama should say, if I had to pay your rent, you know, if I had to pay your rent for a whole year, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can. I ain't doing about nothing with this money I got. Today, I have to buy no new cars and nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure you and that boy are right because you are not able to work.
Yeah. And that's a good thing. You see, that's why I said, Dad is good, but Mama gonna always
You are
make
the
sure.
rich domo of a rich mansion, and
Daddy is too.
barely able to
With
afford
both of them together,
You hide
you don't have to worry about
this
nothing.
indices that might
But
be treated
Mama,
with
like
more
she said,
onerous
you have to pay for a whole year. Which comes
Do you have
to
money troubles?
you gotta be out.
Do not have
That's why I moved to 12 years. Because they want you to be out for 12 months, like a whole year.
job if your employer does not
So, and I did.
elementary rules.
But
One can change his employer, that is
I
true.
just hung in
Put a brush on
there.
your shoe.
Where does that come from?
They made no changes. I hung in there with what I would have on that application. So don't change none of this, they know whatever happened, they know.
Did you know Fabio?
They know.
Not personally. He was a frequent guest.
They start
And
sending
cleaning
stuff
the
to the
mess after
hospital,
his
but my Medicare people
performances
did.
was tedious.
When they found out I had COVID, they just started stuff just coming out of
Parties
the
were
blue.
always
Kennedy,
Ametista?
Kennedy,
She is not
whatever I do,
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not. Mr. Lynch has hired her only because Becca refused to
made sure I had
Mr. Lynch used to see her as a
She
She was tasked with entertaining the guests. Unlike Fabio,
Let's hold on. Let's hold on. Because you just got to be camera in the beginning of next year. Who's to say you got to get a letter in the mail anytime now. Between now and the end of this month, or in the middle of this month. You're going to come and tell me when you get approved. Because you're going to get approved. They cannot disapprove you. You got some serious medical issues over there. That you didn't even know that you were going to have. Right. You didn't know you had no blood clots on both sides of your leg. You didn't know that. That stuff built up on you. You were doing okay, as long as you were going to work, getting exercise back and forth. So, working at home, like I told my niece, she was working at home. And they told her she gonna be out for 4 to 6 months with her neck and her spine, her back. Well, she was just hurting up there. I said, girl, I found something on top.
I recognize the key from the altar room.
I said, hey, relax, you just relax. And you got your pain medicine, just relax. I'll call you back, but I know you'll be up late, so I'll check on you again.
Mr. Manchios says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. It's a matter too extreme for a major donor.
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle. And I'm his next of kin. The only one. Mr.
You know what?
Flatly refuses
That
to
P-Valley is good. I'm gonna add my stars back on. I think that's what P-Valley on.
Cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's in prison.
Because my show,
The best I can
Ghost will come back on. I think his show is gonna be Ghost. I'm just gonna have it for a season. And then they can take it out.
You have a roof above your head, a salary, and the status of a major donor.
But they said so.
sick. I'm forced to die and stitch
Can they live it? I got they
the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me in jail.
So you got
He died
kids,
and
don't
I'm given a
you?
surname
What you
of one
got?
of the maids.
But you are entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard,
Oh, okay.
and he pays me nothing. And he don't left of it. While he wastes our estate's property on
I
decadent
don't
parties,
wait even and then I
and Fabio
take it out
has
when
shabby
goes
expensive
when they
gifts.
see you know.
They're disgusting
But
relations.
my child getting ready to come back on. I got a couple of movies that's getting ready to come back on. They come on Showtime. Oh, well, I took stars like they weren't really showing nothing at the time anyway. So everything going stars come on Showtime. So I just kept my HBO, my Showtime. I ain't got rid of TMC. They won't showing nothing. I get rid of them when I ain't showing them, but I ain't just gonna be getting my money away with all them old movies that I've already seen. But I'll check on you again later on. If not, I'll check on you in the morning. Just call us if you need it. I'm right here.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient.
That's good. She gonna every Christmas, you know.
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is
Yeah, when you put the tree up, don't you?
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself the parasite yours.
She ain't never seen
Does he deny everything? Let's move on. Do you have any
one
idea
time,
how
that
that's
one of your dad was down here that one time.
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio.
I gotta pay my respect now. I really like her. I ain't never met her, but I love her.
I've read the letter about
She
your
always wearing a heart and always asking about
I doubt he'll use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him. I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's grown and shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to me?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major donor.
He needed to know his place, so I told him.
Hey, check my friend on a little bit.
Hold on.
Okay.
I got you.
I know. That need to be turned straight anyway.
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchos?
Oh,
Turn it on low.
that could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love and with the blessing.
You just put me in one water there. I think I'm frying one in here and
In
just
our line of work, we can't
let it
afford
go
to
out.
turn our
Put that
clients'
fan on
heads
it, I'll
against
call it
Mr.
out.
Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of this Manchos?
Not at all. He'll tell you the
That's why I put mine up
answers
early back in that jar.
talking
I still
before
got a whole month in the jar.
touching.
Well, I got it to January the 1st. Beginning of next year, so.
I know I can handle things.
wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party. I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchos. Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember.
He in jail right now.
Possess it. Well, I did spend quite some time to Mr. Manchos during the party. Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. Fear not. I will persevere. I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for you being on a bender. Touche.
He's so dirty looking. He probably needs to be locked
How
up.
the hell we didn't know? Okay, Voto took the letter under.
He looked good.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna play a serious game right now.
What do you mean when you be in there? Trespassing is sexual predator.
Okay.
So I don't get Kentucky. You ain't get no chicken.
Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm getting Kentucky instead. 3 piece. Original. Okay. Tell them a comment.
She said, what you want again? She don't got a phone.
A 3 piece original Kentucky. Like you ain't get, yeah, cause you a breast and 2 legs.
A breast and 2 legs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So cause you ain't getting no oh, she already know? Okay.
Two legs and a breast, right? Okay, yeah, that's right now.
There's some other one beside him now.
Okay.
Everybody's backing up.
I don't think he did it. Somebody did this. I'm finna get some box. I think she look like she's suspicious. Black girl.
You got these scars all around her neck, and she really ain't telling how she got them.
Yeah. The black girl got shit.
She didn't make them.
I think I don't want to put murder on her, but
something ain't right with her.
it says
My sister is the murderer. My sister was afraid of Fabio's growing popularity and ambition. She wanted to keep him with her for as long as possible. In last ditch effort, my sister conducted a love ritual joint when she killed Fabio.
no.
A crushed soul
He can't be her.
and ocular murder.
It ain't her. It ain't her. Because when you look at the thing, it was a man who did it. So I'm not putting the murder on her.
So she never dated him?
Yeah, they had some cousins, but I don't think she's the one who killed them. I think this dude did.
And he had beef with somebody. You smart though, you get out to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down to it right now. Somebody did it though. Let's see. Everything is pointing towards this guy. The guy was a dude. I know for sure it was a man. But I don't want to arrest the wrong person. Yeah. I don't want to kill the wrong. I don't want to put the wrong person in jail. I want to do things the right way. So I want to say this dude was the murderer because he's mad at his uncle. And the murder has a key of the... He got the key to that one room. Okay, so let's put this Sherlock Holmes.
Organic hops, organic barley, and water. It's organic, but chill about it.
The black girl do look suspicious. But when I did the thing, it was a guy's thing. So I don't want to just put murder on the girl. Okay.
I know who killed Matthew. Quite the opposite. I think it was used in the joke. That is not possible. Allow me to explain. I think it was used in general. That
Okay. I put it on this guy. This guy look like, because he was jealous of his uncle in that dude relationship.
I know who killed Fabio, so I'm free to go, sir. Quite the opposite. I think it was you, Mr. Concetta. That is not possible. Allow me to explain.
Yeah, he looks suspicious too.
You wanted to be rid of your dear uncle. I myself barely know him and already find him intolerable. You've worked with him for years. Santos, do this. Santos, do that. He doesn't pay you. He doesn't recognize your work. He doesn't see you as valid. But you bought that heritage like a lot. Instead, all you'll ever receive is mustache rings. It is painful to witness such a situation. I cannot imagine how it must be. So, you decided to frame your uncle. Put the blame for Fabio's murder on him. That way, the heritage is yours, and you are free. Half of what you say is true. I will know I have had a hard time with my uncle, but I'm not a murderer. You have to understand that. How could I have killed Fabio? He didn't think it. He was a source of your troubles too, especially since Mr. Manchos treated him like it. You staged this decadent ritual so you would not be suspected. After a short fight, you knocked Fabio unconscious. You locked the door and dragged the body to the altar. You wanted to set up someone acquainted with this masquerade. I don't have the nerve to kill or stage a murder. I can't even leave my uncle's house. The blood on your shoe tells me that you will be Fabio. You stabbed him with the dagger while he was still alive. You drew a sigil on him. There was a great deal of blood. You needed to remove. Blood is almost like glue. It's wet and dries quickly and is quite visible. You know how that seems to you up Manchester's most dome. However, despite your best efforts, you must stop. It doesn't make sense, sir. I was never there. I'm convinced there's a reasonable explanation. Your hate for Mr. Manchos was so strong you killed an innocent person. Your uncle did that to you. I could have understood that you wanted to see him gone. No one could tolerate that much humiliation. But you killed Fabio. You staged the ritual, tried to frame your uncle. But you killed Fabio. No worries. I know it seems like I did it, but I didn't. Enough. Say good prayers for the other.
Oh yeah, I reckon it's real lame.
I wish everything would be.
I was playing the document relating to my mother's death.
Santos Pinchetti is a man. The coward nephew. Fearing the goodness turned to money. I have all the evidence. That were the threats to kill. I'm impressed. He killed an innocent man who did him no harm whatsoever. Just to charge his uncle. Well, I have a word for that. Loser. A strong news is what he should get out of it. Agreed. That's an ending that would get me a fine promotion. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put their lost papers were badly labelled ones, including the crime scene report of Sherlock Holmes' case. Everything I found is on the desk here. Thank you. Your persistence has saved me. Well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then, you can leave. Good luck.
Yeah, which I
garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Yeah, I think something wrong with my brother.
Jerry, it looks like you almost found what you wanted.
I tried from
That nigga all the way up there.
Oh, you did, Sherlock. The case is closed. All the fields belong to the widow. Bravo. It is merely the triumph of history. Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions? Whatever the truth, it has to be revealed. I'm the one that, well, you still confident in the value of your actions. I guess it's a free thought. The way to
well, the case is
Yes. Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter.
I can read it up.
My young favourite
Touch it up.
helped you. Actually, you were. It like some case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth pleasant. Society usually rejects those who are honest, doesn't it? A comfortable lie is often referred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent. That's criticism at its best. The real truth can defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, all lies told to preserve the freshness, the sanity, and it's all lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth? Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock? Oh yes, it's struggle with rest. We can make our own decisions. That's what I find. What a endless fight it is. Will you ever give yourself a break, Sherlock? You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes up? I go anyway. Perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're in Francine Wilson, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu. Is this familiar to you? Nothing I can tell you, sir, but other than one know more. Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes? Sherry. John, I always listened. Don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. I don't know what's beyond this door, but I can feel it. Buzzing, hanging like a fly at the window. No. He says it too. He knocked away his memory for a reason. Yet it's only pains me. Then, and truth, do not need to suffer either. There was so much more we could do on Cordona, so many others we could help. There is no coming back from this. John, my adamant, my brother, there is nothing more important at this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me. My path is longer. And no more step off it. Ask the avalanche to go back. Just please be careful. Child. I love you. Quite.
Intro. Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1.
You'll find nothing out about it.
Why didn't I remember we had such a big garden? Maybe you forgot it in your own agreement.
Oh, everything changed back to normal when we come back in here. Now my hair go back to normal. My beard goes off.
Must have descended from a tree was planted in London. Correct? Indeed, we planted the scrub here, and for a while it grew happy. Alas, it seems without us here to care for it, survive. Oh yes, the Statue of Mary. My mother was trying to restore it, until she never had the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, that's why it was another call.
Memories in the manner. That way it's making childhood. We go there tonight, back to New York.
Is that the raft you made together, John? Looks more like a pile of rotten planks now. That's from Mother's favourite tea set. What's it doing in here?
Come here, Sherry. Hurry.
Yeah, we'll take a little more.
What are you thinking about? Is everything alright? What are you thinking about? Is everything alright? Brother, wait. And remember this artifact from Mother's collection. Mother's work journal. I liked poring over the detailed pages and reading about my parents' collection. Sherry, say something. Can you hear me? You're scaring me. Sherry, say something. Can you hear me?
You're scaring me.
Sherlock, I'm here. Come here. What's that?
Coming, Mother. This was for my mother, wasn't it? I remember how we came to the garden for a breath of fresh air.
Take me to my flowers, Sherry. They must already be in bloom. As you wish. Okay, you must have fresh air. Terribly. The sun is far brighter than I remember. But I like it.
We can walk each day for an hour, if you want.
That would be wonderful. Just look at them. The stars of the earth. Even the sky must be jealous of their beauty. Indeed.
Mother, would you like to go around the water?
That would be perfect. I always wanted a nice pond in London. It looks so peaceful.
Michael knew you would like it.
We should put some fish in it. Do you think? How about some car? That's a nice idea. Let's visit your father's tree. It grows so fast, just like you.
We can even build a tree house in it.
Yes, Cherry.
Oh, so I guess Sherlock nickname was Sherry.
Speaking of your father, could you call him out, please?
Mom! He's... I'm sorry. Passed away. He's gone. No, he's not. I'm telling the truth. Did you forget again? No, don't you dare say such things. You are a liar like all the others. Mother! Don't come out. You're killing me. No! Mom, it hurts! My son would never lie. No, stop! Who are you? Please stop! It's me, Sherlock! You are not my Sherry!
What?
Sherlock. Can you hear me? Come on, wake up.
Get off me. Sherry, you, and more than that, you hid it from me. You couldn't bear the truth, Sherlock, so I sheltered it from you. I took your pain, your horror. Also, Richter murdered my mother. Mycroft covered it up. Whisked me away from this place, buried me in schoolwork, and left the past to rot. And you needed a book to cope, so I helped. You were a lie, John, a fiction, a crutch. No,
You was alive. So you must be dead now.
Sherlock.
They say you was alive, you was fiction.
Sherlock, what? Are you okay? I don't know. I told you not to come, Sherlock. Where is he? Who? Your friend, John. He's beside you. Was all of this worth it? Is he worth it? Why is he here? I think in some way he was trying to protect me.
Yeah, he did.
The truth I couldn't bear. But now I must face it.
Yeah.
You kept me in the dark. You kept your actions quiet. You enabled Richter and his untested quackery for far too long. Worse, you wanted to lock up our mother. I wanted to give you a chance at normalcy, a childhood. There was no changing what happened. No good to come of dwelling in the past. These lies upon lies.
So John wasn't his brother. That's his friend. That's his brother right here.
You had no right. I deserve to know. You deserved to live, Sherlock. In his twisted mind, he killed her for you. You didn't need to bear the burden of his choice. You were so fragile. I could not. I just couldn't. I chose us over him. For once, I actually believe you. And perhaps, now that the truth is out, I can finally do what you would hope. Leave it all in the past. Good. You have your whole life ahead of you, Sherlock. This time you can hold them. I was worried there for a minute, Sherry. Really worried. I didn't want to hurt you.
That was just friend.
What's so funny? I am talking to myself, John. I think I was hurt regardless. We made a good team, mate. We explored every inch of this place together. Talked to a lot of people. Terrorised a few too, I suppose. I think I may go so far as to say, Sherry, I have not lived wholly goodbye. That's it. It's over. You've opened every door, Sherry. Face the past you locked away. You don't need me anymore. No. We'll miss you all the same. I didn't need to go.
Yeah, I knew that nigga. I had a feeling he was dead. The way he was flowing the flower. How here him gonna be up the ceiling?
But now, I'm there. When I watched, but his friend was alive.
Yeah. He visited his mama.
Why are you here? Close, I suppose. To help a friend. You and I are not friends. In a race between the fool of the ice house and our friendship, ha! What's that like? See? I know what you did. What did I do? You needed. moment we met, you were searching for things. Pushed me to pursue the truth about my mother. Questioning everything I did, everything I believed to break, to blur truth, fiction, reality, morality. Sometimes it pinches me. What do you prefer, Klaus? Excuse me? You, Klaus Richter, to his younger brother. You will be responsible for his end.
There was no love lost between me and my brother. I'm sure you can relate. Also, it was merely the gravity that pulled me into your orbit. Or you into mine.
Once I met you, I could not keep away. Why? All this
To help you. To show you that you were wrong.
all right. I know you now, Banner. Try again.
See what had happened. Or is that the wrong truth? Doesn't matter. Take it with that. For my masterpiece. Turn Sisyphus into madness. With the necessity quest. Till I helped him to let go of the rock. And now, nothing beside remains. I remain.
Despite you, and too spite you.
It is a matter of will and power. Will you overcome this, or shall you decay? Oh, on that note, I thought so.
I want nothing more.
When one wants for nothing, Sherlock, the best thing to get is something personal. So, here you are. Now, please excuse me from the gathering calls. I'm already conceiving this project. You really are beautiful. After everything, Cordona felt hollow, cloying. I returned to London and joined Mycroft in his work for the Crown, but soon that too soured. He cannot abide me being right. Perhaps I cannot abide him being wrong. I left after 2 months. I enrolled at Cambridge University, though it proved similarly unsatisfying. The lectures were of limited interest. I am more obsessed with my work in a hospital laboratory, pursuing medical research and devising novel testing methods. At least there, I can be confident in the truth. I think about you in the evenings. I helped a woman with a trivial matter, and now others arrive at my door for assistance with their mysteries. We could have spent years on the case together, just like Cordona. But I didn't listen to you, John. Now you're gone. I found it. And what is that? How far, bruises may be produced after death. How are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. How on earth did you know that? Never mind. The question now is about bruising. No doubt you see the significance of this discovery of mine. It is interesting, no doubt, but practically, it is the most practical medico-legal discovery for years. Had we these data sooner, hundreds of men would have paid the penalty for their crimes. Cases oft hinge upon how a man died. Now, we can know which wounds he left alive, which occurred post-mortem, and what instrument was responsible. Ergo, we will soon be able to calculate with utmost precision when and where death occurred, sparing the innocent and damning the guilty. And you are to be congratulated. Indeed. But you came here on business. Correct again. I am looking for someone who's going to take diggings. But if you were complaining that you could get no answer. I have my eye on a suite in Baker Street, which suits us down to the ground.
Don't mind the smell of strong tobacco, I hope? I smoke shit myself. That's good enough. I get in the dumps at times and don't open my mouth for days on end. Just let me alone and I'll soon be right. What have you to confess? It's best for two fellows to know what bruises each other carries before they begin to live together. My last companion and I object to rouse because my nerves are shaken. I get up at all sorts of ungodly hours. I'm extremely lazy. I have another set of vices when I'm well. But those are the principal ones. Do you include violin playing in your category for us? It depends on the player. A well-played violin is a treat for the gods. Have you played one? Oh, that's all right. I think we may consider the thing as settled. Forgive my manners, my attention. Waivers. Sherlock Holmes. Dr. Sherlock Holmes.
Take time. And I'll keep it in here and zero cold.
I don't know what all this stuff is.
Y'all still eating? Yeah, tell this buddy I'm a child. Nobody can get out and put them up. Who is that? Yeah, I thought he went back home. No. But nobody, there ain't somebody come over here. Like you said, they said, no, let us keep it. They can't even come. Nobody comes from nowhere else. Take off that came up there. Well, you must try to stay 2 weeks. Well, now, if you would have gone to their country, like where it's at. Yeah. They said Africa or town. They ain't let none of them come over no more. So they the ones bring it over. I said that what they do. I mean, why you think this game? Yeah, I told you last night. Yeah. It's in the. Ain't nobody tripping if you put it on there. So you have to get it there. Come on, Wes, stay on. You think that game? Yeah. What kitchen goes for you? Did you get my alternate stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, you can come right on. You know what it is, it's that
Controls. Notifications.
You just buy your new phone.
label password.
Notifications selected. Details. Go
I don't know why.
Don't change my stuff.
Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1.
Get that bootleg ass phone out of here.
Controls.